In today's episode, we finish the first phase of Paddington Station and build a line to Reading. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my OpenTTD playthrough. So here we are, back in London. What I'm going to do today is do something slightly different. I've been having a review of the videos that I've already made and published, and I think they're a bit slow. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to have a longer session of building and fast forwards through some of the railway building, setting up the timetables, those sorts of things, and maybe talk through certain bits, but not all of it, so we can fast forward through. Just talk through some of the changes that I've made. I've been having a bit of an experiment through between episodes, between the recordings, and I've been working on some of the and understanding some of the signal restrictions, some of the programmable signals that I've got. So what have I learned since the last one? And it's been a bit of a refresher on all of this. So what we've got is I think what I had before, I was putting the deny down at the bottom. So I've put it at the top now, and then the if then cancels the previous deny. So for this signal here, which is the signal that I want people to take if they're going to Paddington, so from both directions. So everything is deny, because we're not expecting any trains to be coming in this direction, shall we say from the east to the west. We want traffic to go from west to the east, so it'll be deny. Then if train is entering from the back of the signal this way and the next order is Paddington, then allow. Okay, so that's worked. I've taken off this one because there shouldn't be anything in the back on that one. On here we've got a deny there, so we probably need to change that. So let's do that whilst we're here. Let's do that live. So on this one I've learned that needs to be an allow, to allow all traffic to kind of go through it. And the traffic that we're going to deny is, because this one here should only be ones that are entering from this side, again from east to west. We don't want anything to go west to east on that side of the platform. So on here what we should have is if, so we've got add an if entry direction is on the front. So if we're coming in this direction, if we're looking at the lights, then we want to insert and allow. So everything that passes this way we want to allow on that side. On this one we deny everything, and if a train's entering from the back of the signal and the next order is Westminster, so what we're expecting is east to west through Westminster. There's nothing that should come from the south into shall we call it platform 3. So 1, 2, 3. So that's that one. And then this one, again we've got everything deny on this one, so we need to, maybe what we need to do on this one is reset it and share. That should have the same orders as that one. Okay, so this one and that one have the same orders, so that's easy to remember. So on here we want trains to come. Actually we could probably take that one away, but let's leave that on. That one hasn't got any programmable signals because it doesn't have a blue stem. So that one does. Let's have a double check on this one. Oh, this one's up here. So we want to deny everything. So on this one we want trains to come and be allowed into the back of the signal if the next order is Richmond. So that works on that one. We've got this one which is an allow, and then if a train's entering from the back of the signal then deny it. So if that was this one. So on here again we want traffic to come this way and then go that way. I guess on these two I could take them away, but I don't want to. Is that that's not the same as that one? Is that the same as that one? Allow, cancel please to light. If trains enter in the, let's just double check these while we're here. So if train is entering from the back of the signal, that's the Paddington one, we don't want that one, it's this one. So we allow everything. If train is entering from the, what's the difference with this one then? So if we enter in the back of the signal, then we deny. That should be the same as that one. So we've got that one here and that one there, which is those two. And it's this one. Is it that one? Yeah, so we might as well reset that one and share the orders with that one. Okay, and I guess on this one we could do the same and share it with that one. Might as well. So that one shares with that one. So I think that works. I think that hopefully tries to explain what I've been trying to do here with the different platforms. I think some of the programmable signals will get a bit more complicated, particularly at kind of terminus stations like here in Paddington and others. So we'll learn as we go. So let's get building. So what I want to do today is expand the tube network. Let's keep it running, and we're going to create a bit of a loop around here. What we'll ultimately want to do is create a bit of a terminus train station here. At the back we'll have tube station, and then that'll come through Paddington. So we're going to have kind of like, I guess, like the circle line, if you want to call it that, around. So first of all, let's go down here and make this, I think I've started to do that around here where trains can go around. So we'll do that, and we'll do our first bit of fast forwarding. So I won't be narrating all of this. We'll fast forward till it's done, and then we'll get some trains running on it. Okay. So, as you can probably tell, I've been having a bit of trouble with this junction here and the signalling restrictions around Earls Court. I've still not got the trains behaving like I would like. I've had to put some extra conditions because what I wanted to do was split up the platforms here. This, trains entering Paddington in this direction, want to split them up between the two levels, the terminus and the through platforms. So I did that through waypoints, but then found that the signalling restrictions needed to be changed, just so you can see those on these two. So for the one for Westminster, which was, if you want to call it, I think I referred to it previously as platform 3, so if the current or the next order is Westminster, particularly for those new ones leaving the depot, and then for Paddington, if it's the next order is Paddington or the next order is Paddington Tube Terminus, then allow them through here. I guess we should also add in a criteria on here. What I could have done was put some programmable signals here to kind of deny access to certain ones depending on their next order. So if they was coming into Paddington and then reversing back to Earls Court, then we only allow them past these signals. So I might add that in the future. So what we've built, just as a quick summary, we've built a kind of a looping line on here. We don't have anything up here accepting, so it's a bit of a waste at the minute, but trains going in both directions. I think that's trains 3 and 4. I think they're working as expected now to go through. So that's what we've done so far. We might get some more. We've got quite a lot on here of passengers that want to go off Earls Court down to Westminster, so we might get a couple of trains moving in the opposite direction. So these ones going to Paddington. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a second one going in both those directions. So we've got the depot open already, so let's do that. So I'm going to clone that train. And we'll use the auto separation. So get that one going. And we need to find its stablemates. There's that one there. Press the wrong button. So we've cloned that one, we'll get that one going as well, and auto separate. So we've got breakdowns turned on. Let's change the settings on that one. I generally don't play with breakdowns on, so I'll switch those off. And let's make sure these two can get into the circuit before then we can start thinking about expanding on the next part of the network. So have a quick look at the station, see which ones are performing well. So we've got lots of people at Westminster as well. So we should sort that way. So a lot of people want to go from here to Earls Court. So we'll have two services going that way. We'll also have the longer service out from this end of the line, Upminster all the way down to Kingston upon Thames. Let's just double check these go in the right direction. So we've got, so why didn't that one go? So we've got Westminster, City of London, why didn't that? Okay, it's train 4. Those aren't the new trains, these are the new trains. This one's got into Paddington Circle, so it should go through Earls Court, turn left and up that way. It seems to be going okay. We've got this train here, let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, that's going in there and through. So that seems to be working okay. So what's going on with train 4? So this one should be Westminster, City of London. Yes, that one's going in the wrong direction entirely. Let's fix that quickly. Hopefully there's no one coming in the opposite direction. So I don't know why that one turned around, so we'll keep an eye on that one as we're going along. Should go on auto separate as well. Why they aren't shared orders? Shared with that one, and then we have the other trains going in the other direction, which is that one. If we share, yeah, we shared orders between those two. Okay, that seems to be working okay. We'll also then create, this is quite a long journey, so what we're going to do here is clone a few more and get them to auto separate. Let's go for 6. And all of these we'll put on the timetable, auto separate, and off the pop. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to just plan out our next set of lines. So the next line that we're going to be doing is normal train service out from Paddington out to the west. So let's plan that out. That. I did have a map all ready for us to go. So what we want to do is we want to go out. We'll use the planning maps for this. So we're going to go out. Where is the maps? So plan list. Here we go. Oh, I thought I already put them on. Here we go. So this red line from Paddington out to Slough, Maidenhead, and out to Reading. I think Reading's going to be our first major stop. I think we'll try and get these, whilst not realistic, in the real world we'll try and plan to stop at these as well where we can, so we might do a big line through here. So let's start at Reading, and we know at Reading we'll want to branch off into a few different directions. So we're going to do the next fast forward section of track building. So I'm going to mute my mic and off. Right, so here we are. We have finished the build of the network. Well, not the network, the line from Paddington out down to Reading with a few stops. So we're just going to get a couple of services up and running. I've created a couple of train yards. The idea of creating two, one will be for the express services and one will be for the stopping services, so we'll probably have more on that side. I'm going to split them up based on the split of the location of the platforms. We'll kind of make those look a bit pretty later on. So yes, that's what we're going to be doing. So let's get into it then. So we're going to look for some suitable rolling stock here for express services. So we've got the HST, which is diesel, where we haven't got electrified track on here yet. That goes 125. There's a similar one down there. So I've got a couple of different GRFs available on here. So I think we'll use this is the British Rail set on that one, 125, or we've got another one there, which is on the UK renewal set, and then we've also got one up here on UK Rail Set 2 with community bug fixes. So shall we try this one? Let's see what this one looks like. Also means then we have to get the associated carriages, cargo type passengers. So we just need to make sure it matches. So it does. So we've got a length of, what did I put, a length of 8 to start with. Yeah, that's 6. Let's see how long, see what the capacity of that one is. Total capacity 350. That's not great, is it, for these? Oh, we've got these ones here which will have larger, but that's British Rail set. Let's have a compare then, look for the same on here. Let's buy that one, let's see what this one looks like. And then we've got a bit more opportunities here to create different style of wagon or trailer. So which one of these? It's a second class. Does that make it look? Let's do a similar length, and then we can decide which one we got. So that's slightly longer. Total cargo on that one's 792. Whereas that one's 350. So maybe we'll try this one first. So this train then, so this is here in this train yard. So this one is going to go to this train yard, and we want to do that. We'll do any loading. No unloading. Do the same then, no loading, no unloading. In between we'll always go to the depot. Always go. And then we're going to go to Paddington twice. On the second time we will unload all. We're not going to stop at everywhere on the way, so we're not going to stop at Uxbridge. We need to tell it to go on the fast lines, which will be, so I've created 4 lines, so the middle lines at this point will be the fast, and the one on the outer edges are the slow. Put those there. Don't know if that looks the right waypoint, so we'll put Paddington exit fast. Oh, we've joined on the same one, haven't we? So if I put a new waypoint, Paddington exit slow. leading Paddington, they'll want to go on the fast. And then, excuse me, we'll go past Uxbridge, we'll stop at Slough. And after Slough, we'll go past Maidenhead, past Mallow, past Henley-on-Thames. I guess we get to Reading. And then we'll come back, so we'll go, so we want Reading, similar thing here, we want Reading, exit fast, and another waypoint there. That looks nicer when they're like that. I'll go change the exit fast. We also need to remember, don't we, that's going to be going west. Exit. West, exit. Because we're going to have a similar one, aren't we, on the east. So after Reading, we'll go to the fast line. Let's change that waypoint to that one. So what we're going to do then, we're going to get that one going. Or automate auto, we'll just auto-fill for now. Let's get that going and keep an eye on it. We then want to create some stopping services, so let's have a look. So we use these down here, didn't we? The British Rail Set version 2. So I want to find a similar. These are slightly slower. 6 car, 8 car. 6 car or 8 car, again I can't remember. I think let's go for the 8. I think all these are going to be quite like a commuter service, so let's give that a go. So we're going to go here again and then between. Then between, I said. And these are going to have any, no loading, no unloading. And the same here, no loading, no unloading. So, actually, that's the wrong place, isn't it? The train depot needs to be after that. I want it to come in, reverse and reverse. We always go. So here we're going to go to Paddington twice. And we're going to go to, we want to unload all of that one. And then we're just going to go to all the set, all after Paddington. We want to go Paddington slow, don't we? Although going to Uxbridge, it should work itself out. Wrong. Oh look, that's on the wrong line, isn't it? Because they're signals that you can go through the back of, they're okay, so we've done that wrong, haven't we? So let's fix that. Next one go. It should have been right. It should have gone to fast. It's slow. They're both the same again, aren't they? They're both the same. Yeah, the fast waypoint's in the wrong place. So if I put the slow here, let's remove that one, and then put fast back in there. Maybe I shouldn't be using the signals of that type, so here we go on the slow line. Shouldn't be there, that should it? That should be slow. We'll go to Uxbridge. We'll then go to Slough. Oh, it's cleared the orders. So I'm going to fix that in a second. Pressed F to clear the orders. A bit of a newbie mistake there. Go to slow, we'll go to maidenhead twice. What am I? Pressing F, aren't I? Rather than G. So after maidenhead we go... Should we start again just to be safe? So after Paddington, we go Paddington twice. We then go on the slow exit. Uxbridge twice. Slough twice. Maidenhead. Marlow. Henley-on-Thames. Then Reading North, and then after Reading North we go Reading exit Slough. Okay, so we just edited the... I think I had my mic on mute then, sorry. So just edited this service, so rather than it going Paddington down to Wimbledon and Kingston upon Thames, I'm just going to go straight from Wimbledon up to Paddington and then back down. So we just edited the orders for that one. So look, we had it there, look, that this one couldn't reach exit Slur. So I'm just going to have to keep going on the mic for a bit of a coughing fit. So maybe it went into that station and couldn't get across. So let's try and fix that. Yeah, look, that didn't get across in time, so it would go into there and wouldn't find... Oops, we don't want it to go on that way, can we? Turn that around. Turn it around again. There we go. So that can go across. Yeah. That seems to be better. We'll keep an eye on that for next time round. So we've still got lots of people at Earls Court waiting. So about 600. So go down to Westminster. Where's that service down here? Heading for Earls Court. It's only just 220, so I think we'll get a couple more on this route. Get those going and auto separation. So what we'll do is we'll start changing these to loiter for 3 days as a minimum at the station. Not many passengers on these long services yet. Hopefully once the cargo distribution sorts itself out and figures out what's going on. So we've got 111 passengers via Slough. So they're slowly building up. These are all auto-filled. So right, so we've got... So we're going to change the default time for this service to be 5 days. Get all the stops so I can press control and change the time. Looks at the train yard, we'll go for 15, and the same down here for 15. Change time for 15 on that one as well. Okay, gives it a chance to catch up if it's delayed. So it means what we'll end up doing then is let's create a few more services on that one. Let's make sure Reading can sort itself out. Where's that? Okay. So it's waiting for entrance. Let's make sure that one can turn around. Looks like it can. So let's get maybe 4 on that. 4. And we're going to auto separate all of those. Timetable missing. Okay. Let's wait for that to finish then. This timetable, that's still auto filling. How's it Earls Court now? Going down a little bit. This one is making quite a bit of money for us, which is good. What's the timetable here? Stay for 5 days. Okay. Okay, it's off. So when you're timetabling, a lot of the stuff you can just click automate. I want to try and be a little bit prescriptive on that. It does mean you do have to kind of wait around for the services to run their first schedule and wait for them to finish. So you can see here, look, there's 2 or 3 down there, that's not timetabled. So once it's left Paddington for the second time, you know, on the second iteration, then it'll be working. Do the same for this service over here as well. A lot of it says not auto. Let's auto. See that? Let's autofill that. We can wait for this one to be autofilled. Once it's finished, we can change these to stay for 5 days as well. Later on, when we've got a bit of a larger network, what we'll end up doing is we'll use some of the day length options rather than just using days. We'll use kind of minutes or ticks or whatever the option is at that point in time. So we'll kind of start simulating days rather than just letting the dates run at the bottom, so it'll have a time as well. So we can say actually we want 6 services an hour, or you know, so many services in a day, which might make it a little bit more realistic. But the thing I find with that one is, because if the day length factor is elongated and you know, extended, it does mean that there's not as many passengers waiting, particularly in the early stages of a game like this. So it does mean you do have to wait quite a bit. So right, let's have a look. So this should be, it's all filled out, so we'll tell it to stay. What did we say? Was it 5 days? 5 days at stations. We'll tell it to stay in the train yard for 15. Same down here, 15. Maybe leave the train depot as 5. Nice. Change that to 15 as well, so that gives it enough time to catch up if it's stuck by something else. And so what we're going to end up doing then is, let's create, so we've got one running. How many stops does it do? There's quite a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll clone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 8 for starters. We should see that there's some regular services on that, and we'll auto separate. Okay. So if we go back up here, what we probably end up doing is that a lot of these will stay in the train yard for a period of time. So this one, let's have a look at this one. This one, timetable. It's running on time. It needs to depart. It says what? Arrived 82. We're in 81 already. It does take a little bit of time to figure out what's going on. So it needs to depart on the 14th or the 12th, as you see there, look, 81. So only on the 1st, so we'll wait for that one to depart at the right time on the 14th. There's this one. That one hasn't auto-filled yet. So we're all going to wait here. They're not all going to be waiting here all the time. That's handy. We've just filled up all of the waiting bays. So on the 3rd of December, so we just need to wait a little bit for the first train to depart on that side. We're then waiting for this to have filled its timetable. Once it filled up all of these, we can just type it ourselves. Let's go to Change time to 1. Oops, change time to 1. Zero days. Takes 3 days apparently to get there. 3 days. Just manually filling this in. So 15 days, 15 days. Excuse me. So now once we're in here we can automate all of these. Hopefully by clicking auto separation. And we can click those to go. This one will depart. So we're not on the 14th yet on this service. So it's making quite a big gap between that service and these, so maybe they'll all fill in before this one then gets around. So they're all waiting, so they want to depart for that on the 24th. Let's fast forward time a little bit to get to, that's the thought. So there we go, that one's on its way. Oh, typical, that's on its way as well. So these should auto separate over time, they should sort themselves out. So you can tell a lot of them are off on the pops already, or like on the way. So hopefully that works. So say vehicles running 1 day early, 2 days early. Well, I guess this is an experiment, isn't it? See how it all works. So this one's going. So that timetable, we'll see like 14 days later, so it needs to catch up on its next run round. So I think it will sort itself out. Oh look, that one's there, so I need to put some signals down here. Cut the corner on that one. So they all seem to be running okay. We've got lots of people at Paddington now who need to go via Slough, so hopefully these are all see empty. Well, they're empty then if people want to go by the first stop. So this says cargo distributions first via Slough, and then it wants to go elsewhere. So it doesn't care at the minute that these are services that you ultimately end up going to Slough, but people want to go to Slough first. So these should be on their way soon. I think that seems to be working. They'll sort themselves out soon. How far is this? How delayed is this one? It's running 12 days late. It'll soon catch itself up. So there we go. So we've got some action down here. So this one should be full load because we've got people who want to go to Slough. I'll go there. I was going to take all of them. That's interesting. Right, there we go. You can feel free to rate my station here. I tried to come up with like a larger hall and two smaller ones at either side. This single side platform here has got a bit of a canopy over it, but feel free to rate my station, see if you like it or not. Right, these seem to be working out okay now. Got some services running in and out, which is good. So this one's unloading and that one is loading. So you see, so that one's unloaded. That one then should go out to the depot. This one should disappear down the line. So that seems okay. Right, okay, so I think, oh wow, I've been recording for nearly 2 hours. So hopefully you like this style of video where I fast forward some of the, shall we say, most of the, oh, it's not boring. Like the, track building is quite interesting to see people's different styles and things. So I fast forwarded that. If there's any part of the kind of this expansion of the line that you wanted to understand a bit more, give us put a comment in the YouTube video. I'll try and answer it next time round. I'm recording this just before Christmas, so I don't know if I'll have a break before Christmas or not. Video editing and video recording, so we'll see what it's like. So there might be a bit of a pause between videos due to Christmas and things, but yeah, hopefully you like this one. Please put in a comment if you prefer this style of recording. That'd be good to know. Please give it a like and all that sort of stuff. Helps it being found on the YouTube algorithm and things like that. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye bye.